Good afternoon, all. A reminder, we're having a special, and obviously that anyone has interest, take a look at our golden anniversary special or our upcoming E-widget indicator that will be available very shortly. It's already been approved, ready to go, and we're just putting finishing touches on the testing. A reminder that you should be using risk capital that you can afford to lose. There are no guarantees in this business, and certainly we recommend that you use caution when trading. It may look easy, but it is not, and anybody who tells you otherwise, I think is misleading you. There's a special going on with NinaTrader, and we recommend you give them a try. That is who we're using for developing our indicators and to begin with, and hopefully this is something that will help you trading. Trading is not just about indicators, and we want to start with that idea. Today we felt that we were very oversold at the open, and the best play would probably be whack-a-mole. The system is probably broken if we just plunge from where we were. So we felt the best odds would be to play long side. We even showed a couple of charts that we felt were relevant and showed why we thought that was be a very logical support zone that was hit overnight. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But we also felt that if we got back to the 65 to 68 zone, that would be the half gap, and this high right here we felt was a key. If you could get above this, then probably shorts no longer in control because would be bumping their stops. Other than that, we're assuming they're going to try to stay in position. So part of trading is not just indicators, but psychological things, and then what goes on with stops behind the trades. So there's an idea of a psychology point right here, and where the longs are trying to break the will of the shorts yet again after a beautiful overnight plunge, which most of us were sleeping through, and but available for anybody that's young enough to be up there and trading overnight, or in a different land where time zone is different even. This was the chart that we had put out. We had several targets that showed up between 35 and 35.75, and we just felt, okay, we've already hit the targets you want, and all you're going to do is get yourself in trouble if you keep trying to go back and just hit this target. Best play was convenient trade to play against the trend, and then look to the primary targets becoming this 58 area to 61, these lows in here, middle of this bar. And then at the top of this bar, this really is where we're suggesting the longs are trying to bust that high right here. So you want to use some common sense and see what you can see without indicators and without all the spaghetti on a chart, and just let your mind work and say, okay, what are they trying to do? What are the longs trying to do? What are the shorts trying to do? And if you'll play that way with both sides in mind, I think it'll help your trading. That's just one example of common sense. Now here's a chart that we had posted for our traders in our war room. We had taken a look at the size of this plunge, and we just decided, okay, well, last night I'd looked at this 52 and I said this has got to be an important support. If not, then we're opening the door to lower supports. This would be one of them right here, this low in the 42 area, and if that breaks, then obviously anything goes. We've held this box, and then we've come back through. And so we've got like 1, 2, and we're working on a 3-box recovery, pretty strong. You can see this was all done in overnight. And we're basically retesting the lows of the last couple of days here. So that's part of today's trade dynamics, all black bars down, and then the bounce all white bars back up. So these are very one-way type trades. And normally we'll get some chop, and then on a V-type bounce, when it ends, then we can come back through and run back through probably halfway anyways, and if not, all the way through. That's what happened yesterday. Came right back down, took out the lows, and then kept on going. So we are still in the end of the quarter. There's a lot going on with news, and we advise traders to protect themselves. This is an example of one of our indicators that I've created, and we can use this on any time frame, and we can use this based on actual ranges or create ranges that we want to fabricate and see what happens inside those ranges. So the settings can be customized. And this is one of the tools in the E-widget. There are so many of them. I'll go through a sneak peek at a few of them, but suffice to say, this is our base program that works for a lot of charts and gives us a lot of indicators and in studies. And this is an example of same idea with the E-widget. With select the frame we want. This frame is actually an RTH frame we want to show, and this, and whatever time frame we choose, whether you're trading Forex or you're trading RTH hours or whatever, you can customize the hours for the study, and then you can set boundaries for it. Either anchor them or let them float with the actual movement of whatever vehicle you're trading. And then we've got lines that can be customized inside. You can set these for anything you want. And this gives us a pretty good idea as the market is moving because these will stay relative to the highs and lows if that's what you choose to do. So this is a very basic functional program that we use, and it's automatic. You wake up and you might have to change a date setting to put it into play, but other than that, once you set a template, it's good to go. And here's an example of an intraday chart showing the relevance of our higher highs and higher lows all day long, trying to get to 68, 69 and a quarter right now with the with the long side, trying to bust those highs we had talked about, and that should be their next objective, try to get to 69 and a quarter. There are no guarantees on any trade, so we remind traders, use stops, protect yourself at all time, and learn to say uncle. If you're going in the wrong direction, get out, lick your wounds, see if there's a trade that you can find, perhaps joining the winning team at that point, or obviously staying sidelined till you find another trade that you like. There's been a great bounce, and normally we have what we call action and reaction. If you're sleeping through the middle of the night, like a lot of us do, then you have no choice but to take a contra sometimes. And that's the hard part emotionally. But it makes more sense than trying to short lows after plunge like we had last night. So this is, again, an example of some of the tools we're using and how we use them on multiple time frames and how we look to find squeeze pivots. This low right here in that 42 range identified as a squeeze pivot this morning. Prior to the open, I said until that goes, that's support for the long side. So far, that's intact. We told traders by 3 o'clock you should be done long side. 2:30 to 3 o'clock, make sure you're done, because odds are that we need some kind of a corrective move where anybody who's played long all day long will want to take some profits. So this is where we get into risk and reward ideas for that 68 to 69 and a quarter. And that's anybody's guess whether we get that or not. So if you've had a good day, you lock profits. And then if you want to re-enter another trade, that's up to you. All right, this is E signing off for MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com. Hope you guys are having a great day.